Hello, hello, hello.
I am the sausage man.
I like to say hello. Hello, everyone.
Sausages.
We have Jerry in the studio. Wait.
Am I here now?
Oh, yeah, I turned you up.
We're starting?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, we're recording.
We're here now.
Yeah.
Hello,
I have Jerry
hello.
back in the studio again.
I'm back again. I'm back. Oh no, God, Gary Glitter song. Stop that. Stop
No,
that.
don't
now.
sing that. Oh,
Stop
no.
the Gaza song.
No, yeah, totally stop it. Because this episode is all about the legend that was
Me. Oh no.
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Episode 16 of Deeping.
Deeping Beeply.
Yeah, it's the episode 16 of Beeping Deeply. And it's called When Bowser Was King, which, of course, is quite just a little name I made up for him because, Bowie, Bowser, and Bowser was... Yeah,
mine's
so nice.
David Bowie and the Chipolatas from Mars.
Yeah, that's a good one. What was the sausages about? You can explain sausages.
Well, it's just this. There's a comedian, Phil something. He did that. That's remember that's TV series on the street, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards had a shop.
Don't remember it.
And there was
I never saw it.
all these different characters, but that same actor. Oh, this is 90s.
Yeah.
He did this really good impression of David Bowie. And it's like, he called himself. Yeah, he came out with David Bowie and the Chipolatas from Mars.
Oh, so that's where sausages comes from, the Chipolatas?
I was just going, sausages. I got my sausages in the pan.
Sounds great.
Right, big sausages.
I like it when people do funny impressions that make sort of surreal things about people. So I love David Bowie. Why? But I'd like to know, in your mind, Joe, why is he a total legend?
For many reasons.
I mean, I'm asking Jerry because Jerry will know more about this than me.
The chameleon of rock, Max. He changed his style.
Also, it was about. Didn't he also help gay people with their
well, I suppose with the glam rock thing,
Well, I remember, for example, our friend,
gay people could now dress in glam rock gear and no one would know.
Right, yeah, well,
but
a lot of they really
he did help.
appreciate him,
of course he
don't
did.
they? Yeah, because he was bisexual as well, wasn't he? So
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, he was. Anyway, we could talk.
Always
we will
keep
talk
swinging.
more. Jerry's got some super things to tell us, and don't you?
I got some little David
little
Bowie
tidbits,
stories,
little things that no one knows or we don't know, and just info about the man that was. So yeah, I'm going to move on to. Well, good. What we're going to do is play my favourite track first, which is Heroes. How do you feel about that one, Jay? It's literally my favourite Bowie track ever. It's just beautiful.
It's epic.
It's absolutely incredible.
It's epic.
Like, there's not a lot of songs like that sort of era that were popular that also really touched me on some deep level.
I don't think it was a big hit at the time either.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's popular compared to
surprisingly.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll play that, but just before that, we're going to have a little excerpt of Iggy Pop talking about him, and then we'll swiftly move into Heroes. So here it is, back in a bit.
When I was not doing much in 1975, he invited me to come along on his world tour station to station in 76. And I had never seen anybody in my life work as hard as that guy did. I mean, he was getting up at 8 in the morning to travel by car. He didn't fly, by car all day to gig. In the car would always be a fresh collection of the newest tapes by artists from all over the world, studying the stuff, listening to it. Okay, Tom Waits. He knew about Tom Waits before anybody. Kraftwerk. He knew about Kraftwerk before anybody. So not just, oh, I'm into this kind of music, man, and that's all I like. He gets to the town, does a couple of interviews, catches a half-hour sleep, and he's on stage doing the show. Then after the show, the guy won't stop. He's out checking out whatever band is in town, knocking on his guitarist's door at 4 in the morning, let's write a new song. I was exhausted just watching it.
You will be queen. I've often wondered if actually being an artist in any way, any nature, is a kind of a sign of a certain kind of dysfunction, a social dysfunctionalism anyway. It's an extraordinary thing to want to do, to express yourself in such rarefied terms. I think I think it's a loony kind of thing to want to do. I think the saner and rational approach to life is to survive steadfastly and create a protective home and create a warm, loving environment for one's family and get food for them. That's about it. That's actually all. Anything else is extra. All culture is extra. Culture is, that's, I guess it's a freebie. It's something that we only need to eat. We don't need particular color plates or particular height chairs or anything. I mean, anything will do, but we insist on making 1,000 different kinds of chairs and 15 different kinds of plates. It's unnecessary, and it's a sign of the irrational part of man, I think. We should just be content with picking nuts. Not mine, I might add.
So we are back. Yeah, I totally agree with what David Bowie just said about being an artist, the artistry being a bit dysfunctional. So. It's communication. It's communicating
be a bit
with
weird
these,
to want to do that.
Also, it's like
look
a way.
at me.
Yeah, and me. It's about communicating when you can't,
or not,
with words,
or not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. Plus, the music you create will sort of match your subconscious in some level.
Yeah.
Anyway, so next up is a tune which, I'm not surprised. Jerry says he didn't actually like. The Laughing Gnome. It's a very unknown.
Well, he must have liked it.
It's unknown as well. Most people don't know.
No, not really. It was a hit. It was a hit when it came out. Yeah, it was a hit in the charts. Yeah, I remember when it came out.
But it wasn't number one.
No, I think it got close to the top 10.
I thought it was quite obscure. It was like it wasn't a big time. I had a 7-inch record, when I used to have all sorts of random records and shit. I was quite pleased with that. The Laughing Gnome, 7-inch.
It might be worth something, you never know.
Laughing.
But no, he didn't like it. It's something his management made him do.
Yeah, I understand if he doesn't like it. We can see that.
I mean, he did it. They didn't make him record it, but they sort of made him release it.
At no point.
But yeah, I don't think it was his proudest moment, put it that way.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, we both like it, so
it's fun.
Have a listen. And here's a Laughing Gnome, David Bowie. Here we go.
I was walking down the high street when I heard footsteps behind me, and there was a little old man, scarlet and grey, chuckling away. Well, he trotted back to my house, and he sat beside the telly with his tiny hands on his tummy, chuckling away, laughing all day. Oh, to report you to the gnome office. Gnome office. I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me. I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me, said the laughing gnome. Well, I gave him roasted toadstools and a glass of dandelion wine. Then I put him on a train to Eastbourne, carried his bag and gave him a fag.
Have you got a light, boy?
Hey, where do you come from?
No man's land.
Oh, really? In the morning, when I woke up, he was sitting on the edge of my bed with his brother whose name was Fred. He brought him along to sing me a song. Alright, let's hear it. Yeah, what's that clicking noise?
That's Fred. He's a metro gnome.
I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me. I'm a laughing gnome and you can't catch me.
Owner, I'm a gnome. Anyway.
Haven't you got a gnome to go to?
No, we're nomads.
Didn't they teach you to get your hair cut at school? You look like a rolling gnome.
Yeah, not at the London School of Economics.
Now they're staying up my chimney, and we're living on caviar and honey, 'cause they're earning me lots of money writing comedy prose for radio shows. It's the gnome service, of course. The laughing gnome, and you can't catch me.
The laughing gnome.
Come to think of it, when that came out, that was it was re-released, because I remember it from this, sort of late, sort of mid-70s ish, and it was recorded in the 60s, obviously. So,
Well, yeah,
so
that's
it
what I'm
was
talking- yeah.
re-released.
So,
I
right.
didn't record it at the time because the sort of
No, because he was in.
the time when he was with Iggy
Yeah.
Pop in Berlin. Oh, I've got a great tune. It's called The Laughing Gnome. Oh.
My favourite is about roasted toadstool. I mean, how horrible.
I'm sure he's
I
had
don't
enough
like.
roasted toadstools this time.
Yeah, it's jokes. It's
But,
fun. It's fun. It's
for
fun.
people that know, or people that want to know, or don't want to know, David Bowie, he got his inspiration from someone called Tony Newley.
Oh yeah.
He used to do musicals in the 60s. I think he went out with Elizabeth Taylor or something.
Oh, okay. Right.
But that's where he got his style from. All that singing like
I've never even
that.
heard that, dude. But I
Tony,
guess-
if you listen,
But everyone is
listen-
influenced, aren't
oh,
they?
definitely.
Everyone
But you
has
hear his
influence.
singing voice. Listen to Tony Newley, and you go, "That's
Wow.
bloody David Bowie's dad."
Right,
It's
okay.
funny,
Well, I'll
so-
check it out. I'll check it out.
Tony Newley.
So up next, Ashes to Ashes, which I remember for having this really cool trippy music video where it was like he was almost like on a beach on a hill, and it was like all purple and pink
And
shimmering,
it's
with it. He had a weird
it's
outfit.
not Boy
and
George in that video. It's
stuff. Is
not.
it? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. What is that? I think
No, the
people
video.
think it
The
is.
video.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
doing, that's not. Everyone's it's Boy George. No, it's
Well,
not
he's
bloody
pretending
Boy
to be
George.
Boy George.
It's not Boy
Oh,
George.
actual Boy
the other
George.
people. In the
Oh, I have
video.
no idea. I don't remember.
It's not
But-
Boy George. Not Marilyn. It's one of the other lot.
Oh.
He was in a band as well. I can't remember.
But the funny thing I thought about this one was Jerry corrected me. I thought the lyric was, what has it over the
One flash.
yeah,
of
one
light.
flash of light, but no
But no
smoking
smoking.
crystal is what I thought it was for ages. And I was really
No.
confused about why is he talking about crystal meth? Like, that's a bit weird.
No.
And I was just
No.
confused. I was just like, I don't understand. And then I thought that for ages, and I love this tune. And I've been listening to it since I was bloody 16 or
It's a
something.
great tune.
And then about a year, 2 or 3 years ago, Jerry was like, I mentioned it to Jerry, I was like, why does it say it's no smoking crystal? And Jerry's like, it's no smoking pistol. I was like, oh. You know when those lyrics drops like 20 years later and you're just like,
Yeah.
what a
It's
moron.
like that Elvis Presley one, Emotion.
Oh, emotion. Or your mum being like, I'm leaning on a jet
Yeah, that's my
plane.
friend's mum.
Oh, I thought it was your mum.
I'm leaning on the jet plane.
What was your mum's one?
And Hamish the tambourine
That was your
man.
mum's one. Hamish.
That wasn't my mum's one.
Oh,
no.
that was your mum's friend's mum as
That's
well.
the same woman, yeah. a friend of mine,
I
yeah.
got them confused. Anyway, let's play the track. Next, Ashes to Ashes. Here it is, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Do you remember Agatha's being in such an early song? I've heard a rumor from ground control.
Oh no, don't say it's true. They got a message from the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all I've needed love. Saw the details fall away. The shrieking when nothing is giving, just pictures of chap girls and synthesis. And I ain't got no money and I ain't got no hands. But I'm hoping to kick because planet is glowing, ashes to ash and funk to funk it. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low.
dust to dust. And I'm not going to sing because it would be murdering David Bowie. It's not even a beatbox impression of a synthesizer, which I do a lot on this show. It's just not good. You can sing though, can't you, Jay? Not now, but you can.
Apparently.
No,
I've been told
apparently.
I can sing.
Oh, you've been on stage at millions of events, you know. You know you can. No, you really. I
Oh.
love seeing you in your suits with your harmonica and kicking butt on stage. Well, Gaz's mainly as well. I saw you the most, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, rock and blues. Yeah, I like that. It was really good. Some videos. There's some videos actually. If you ever got a moment, search YouTube for Joey Tremaine. Good shit on there. Some 5D videos as well. Anyway, talking more about Bowser.
Bowser.
We've got next up is Starman. I love this tune. I always had it in my head, but only maybe a couple of years ago really got fully more into it.
You know,
and I have it a lot on my playlist.
Name dropping time. You know, I've met the Bowie a few times. 2 times I didn't know I'd met him. The last time I did, but
Talk about that,
the first time was Glastonbury Festival because my old man did the security, and then we all stayed on the farm, and so did everyone else. David Bowie and Mark Bolan. So I was a little snotty kid running around these sort of hippies playing guitars, which I vaguely remember. And then about 6 years later, I was at a place called Warminster, and there's a big UFO thing going on.
Oh, I know Warminster.
And yeah, I think I was about 11, 12 then, and up in this place where people used to UFO spot in Warminster with my father, and I was talking to this group of people, and this sort of tall, well, you want that sort of skinny bloke with a hat on. It was quite dark, and I was talking to him for ages. And then I got back to my father. I said, "You know, who you're talking to David Bowie." And I was chatting away about UFOs and stuff.
That's cool, man. That's pretty cool. That's a good story because you know.
And
Also, it's a good story right now because it's Starman.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll tell you when I actually spoke to him.
Cool, man. Yeah, he's a ledge. It's nice.
Lovely. He was lovely.
Yeah, and that's also an important thing when a ledge is also actually a really nice person.
Yeah.
Because you get I'm not saying all of them, but you get some people who are like, oh, they're legends who are complete cops.
I've met a few cops.
Okay, let's not. Should we not name? I don't think we should name
That
names.
sounds wrong. Well, I have met a few people. Yeah,
no, it does
I
happen.
won't mention that.
I know. I don't think it's about mentioning them unless like it comes up, and probably not on the radio.
Yeah, I must. I can't. I'll get in trouble. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Right, so anyway, we'll continue to just talk about the legendariness of David, and next up, Starman, and it was good because that was a bit about aliens. So here we go. Look to the skies.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low. I leaned back on my radio. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll, that is all he said. Then the loud sound, it seemed to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of fade. That weren't no DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it, let the children use it, let all the children boogie. Switch on the TV, we may pick him up on channel 2. Look out your window, I can see his light. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. Don't tell your papa, or he'll get us locked up in fights. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a
Yes, David Bowie was Starman. Yeah, do you know one thing I love about you? It's like he's mentioning like there's a starman in the sky. He'd love to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. I love that lyric because I think that's actually how the universe works with aliens and stuff. On some level,
Well,
like, I feel like it's like there is some sort of alien intelligence, but it's so
It's certainly
advanced
what
that,
the
like-
American government think.
Okay, do you know what? I just realised the last thing I want to do is talk to Jerry about the possibility of alien life, whether on this planet or anywhere, on this podcast,
They've
because
been
we're going
here for-
down the rabbit hole.
They've been here
and
for
we'll spend
millennia.
half an hour, and by the end of it, you and me we'll be like putting the tin hats on.
Yeah, well, I think
and I'm not
it's
like aliens don't
it's
exist.
obvious.
I definitely think they exist, and I think there's a good chance they have come here too. So I'm not against it. I just don't really
It's
want to have
obvious they've been
turn
here.
this turn into
It's
an
obvious
alien.
they've been
It's
here.
my fault.
So anyone with half a brain cell.
I shouldn't have brought up the aliens because Jerry
I
will
won't go
literally.
I won't take it any further than that.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Because
No.
I mean, I love
Just
hearing about it.
open your mind.
Yeah, no, do open your mind.
Open your mind.
Oh, that's very important. Think outside the box. Anyway, so on the subject of open your minds, we're going to quickly move on to a little excerpt from him chatting, I think, with Paxman about the internet
God,
and
really?
raves.
Jeremy Paxton.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just an interview I found. What the fuck? I don't have a choice. It's like, you know, it's like if you want to hear fucking Prime Minister, you got to fucking hear it through Dimbleby or
I'd
David
rather not
Fox.
hear
You
the
don't
Prime
have a choice.
Minister
I don't want to hear the Prime Minister either. But I'm just saying it's Bowie, so
Sure,
he was
man.
famous. Yeah, I'll shut up. And here's the thing: it's about internet and raves, which is specifically why I'm happy about it. Two things I love combined together in a conversation with David Bowie. So it's, yeah, pretty cool. Here we go.
If you were starting out now, did I read somewhere that you said if you were 19 you wouldn't go into the music business?
I think that's probably quite right. I think I'd probably just be a fan and a collector of records.
What would you do?
I wanted to be a musician because it seemed rebellious. It seemed subversive. It felt like one could affect change to a form. It was very hard to hear music when I was younger. You know, when I was really young, you had to tune into AFN radio to hear the American records. There was no MTV, and it wasn't sort of wall-to-wall blanket music, and so therefore it had a kind of a call to arms kind of feeling to it. Is that this is the thing that will change things. This is a dead, dodgy occupation to have. It's still produced signs of horror from people if you said, I'm in rock and roll. It was, my goodness. Now it's a career opportunity. And the internet is now, carries the flag of being subversive and possibly rebellious and chaotic, nihilistic and... Oh, yes, it is. Forget about the Microsoft element. The monopolies do not have a monopoly, maybe on programs.
What you like about the what you like about it is the fact that anyone can say anything or do anything.
From my stand, from where I am, because of by virtue of the fact that I am a pop singer and writer, I really embrace the idea that there's a new demystification process going on between the artist and the audience. I think when you look back at, say, this last decade, there hasn't really been one single entity, artist or group, that have personified or become the brand name for the 90s. It was starting to fade a little in the 80s, and in the 70s there were still definite artists, in the 60s there were the Beatles and the Hendrix, and in the 50s there was Presley. Now it's subgroups and genres. It's hip-hop, it's girl power, it's a communal kind of thing. It's about the community. It's becoming more and more about the audience, because the point of having somebody who led the forces has disappeared because the vocabulary of rock is too well known. It's a currency that is not, it's not devoid of meaning anymore, but it's certainly only a conveyor of information now. It's not a conveyor of rebellion. And the internet has taken on that, as I say. And so I find that a terribly exciting area. So from my standpoint, being an artist, I like to see what the new construction is between artist and audience. There is a breakdown. There's personified, I think, by the rave culture of the last few years, where the audience is at least as important as whoever is playing at the rave. It's almost like the artist is to accompany the audience and what the audience are doing. And that feeling is very much permeating music and permeating the internet.
But what is it specifically about the internet? I mean, anybody can say anything. And it all adds up to what? I mean, it seems to me there's nothing cohesive about it in the way that there was something cohesive about the the youth revolution in music.
Oh, but absolutely. And because I think that we, at the time, up until at least the mid-70s, really felt that we were still living under the, in the guise of a single and absolute created society, where there were known truths and known lies, and there was no kind of duplicity or pluralism about the things that we believed in. That started to break down rapidly in the 70s, and the idea of a duality in the way that we live. There are always 2, 3, 4, 5 sides to every question. That the singularity disappeared. And that, I believe, has produced such a medium as the internet, which absolutely establishes and shows us that we are living in total fragmentation.
You don't think that some of the claims being made for it are hugely exaggerated? I mean, when the telephone was invented, people made amazing claims.
I know, the
NTVs,
president,
for example.
The president at the time, when it was first invented, he was outrageous. He said he foresaw the day in the future when every town in America would have a telephone. Now how dare he claim like that? Absolute bullshit. No, you see, I don't agree. I think the internet, I don't think we've even seen the tip of the iceberg. I think the potential of what the internet is going to do to society, both good and bad, is unimaginable. I think we're actually on the cusp of something exhilarating and terrifying.
So yeah, a lot of sense being talked there.
What a highly intelligent human being he was.
And what's the word? Perceptive.
Yeah, he had his finger on it.
Yeah, he did, man. And I believe he's quite right as well about a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
It shows, it's showing things like Bitcoin and things. It's just, it's not suddenly gonna fix everything, revolutionize everything, but like
musically speaking, it's got a lot. It's got a lot.
For real,
some good and bad about the internet. In regards to music.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah.
I mean, now we've got the internet. There's people who are being discovered that before the internet would never.
No, that is true.
Unless they were lucky.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, because
that's the good thing. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
So there's also a hell of a lot of.
Well, it's really hard to make money now. Like compared to like it's harder to make a living as an artist.
I mean, you don't even have to tour and sell merchandise. You can sell all that online.
I say it's harder to make a living. Maybe it's harder to make it, but in a way, it's like almost maybe more people can make less of a living. I don't know if it's, but in total, the whole industry was shrunk, so it can't be good in the long run.
The good thing is you still have to have some talent.
But it has spread it out a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's more because it's less. The power is not so much in the hand of a few people in
offices. It's diluted.
It's not like, if you're a radio station or if you run a label like the Big Four, then you get to say what people hear. But it's not like that anymore, really, is it? There's still a little bit, but not like as much.
The corporations have no control anymore, very little control.
I think it's
just a good thing.
It's important. Important. Anyway, moving on, we got Sound and Vision. I love this tune. Especially he talks about his blue room that he'd like to live in.
Blue, electric blue, that's the colour of my loo where I will sit. Sorry, David.
Not quite. Jerry is the master of destroying any lyrics he hears.
I can't help myself.
He can't help himself. He will take your song and kill it. Send them in.
Even my
See what you can do.
Yeah, that's not difficult.
And here's the track. Running.
color of my room where I will live. Blue, blue.
Hey, you're blind, drawn all day.
Nothing to read, nothing to say. Blue, blue. I will sit right down,
Waiting for the gift of sound and vision.
and I will see.
Waiting for the gift of sound and vision.
Drifting into my solitude. Over my head,
Don't you wonder sometimes about sound and vision?
So good was and when sausages.
Yeah, Sausages and Jerry's singing there. That was Sound and Vision, David Bowser. But
No,
we're
that
gonna-
was the last track.
Yeah, the last track.
The last track.
Yeah, titty job.
I'm getting ahead of
It's
myself.
still a titty job. We're moving on swiftly
Did
because
you
we
just call me a tit job then?
no.
Good.
I know. I didn't. You can't prove anything.
Sausages.
Everything you ever proved, learned is only learned and not necessarily true.
Only in your mind.
Yeah, anyway, okay, let's move on rather than being weird. David Bowie, The Man Who Sold the World, I think we'll play next. And then we will, move on. Swifter than usual, here we go.
we passed up on the stair. We spoke of was and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face took place with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for form and land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed a gazeless stare at all the millions here. We must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world.
So yeah, that was The Man Who Sold the World. Epic tune, very deep. Do you have anything to say about it, Joe?
It's cosmic.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
I'm talking shit
I bet
again.
you're glad you asked me what I thought of that.
Yeah, totally glad.
Oh, great
I
answer,
needed
Joe.
that opinion. And
Cosmic.
we've gone a bit surreal, haven't we?
That's my life.
It's like Gareth Marenghi's Strange Place.
Gareth who?
Oh, the Boosh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like. it was too weird. For me.
Crack Fox.
I do. Yeah, and there's that dude on the TV comedy shows who just basically just says nonsense and people think it's funny. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
The one who's like. And he's not. I don't know. I'm being horrible.
Not
I like some serial comedy. I like comedy.
not the art critic, Blake.
I literally don't know.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
this is Fashion by David Bowie. That's a good one.
Far, tra-la.
Tra-la and fa-la. Here we go. And here he is running.
There's a brand new dance, but I don't know its name. The people from bad homes do again and again. It's big and it's bland, full of tension and fear. They do it over there, but we don't do it here. Fashion, turn to the left. Fashion, turn to the right. Fashion. We are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town. Beep beep. Beep beep. Listen to me, don't listen to me. Talk to me, don't talk to me. Dance with me, don't dance with me. No. Beep beep. There's a brand new talk, but it's not very clear. The people from good homes are talking this year. Fashion. It's loud and it's tasteless, I've not heard it before. You shout it while you're dancing on the dance floor. Fashion. Fashion. Turn to the left. Fashion. Fashion. We are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town. Beep beep. Listen to me, don't listen to me. Talk to me, don't talk to me. Dance with me, don't dance with me. No. Beep beep. Beep beep. Fashion.
Beep beep. Beep beep. I like that bit. That's a nice tune. Actually, it's not rare that it ever happens, but I was fully grooving there in the studio, and in a really,
You were dancing in an almost normal fashion.
clever.
Tra-la-la.
Yeah, you got that one
Fa,
nailed
fa,
there.
fa.
Yeah, that was quite an impressive joke. Or what's it called? Yeah. So I like. Yeah, good tune. Yeah, we're gonna play 2 more tunes, but just before that, we're gonna have another little thing I found on YouTube. I'll try to link there by some BLM person or account or follower or supporter. And this is I'll let it speak for itself, but it's David Bowie being way ahead of his time. And we'll just have a little listen and be back on the flip side.
I'd like to ask you something. All right. It occurred to me, having watched MTV over the last few months, that it's a solid enterprise and it's got a lot going for it. I'm just floored by the fact that there's so few black artists featured on it. Why is that?
I think that we're trying to move in that direction. We want to play artists that seem to be doing music that fits into what we want to play for MTV. The company is thinking in terms of narrow casting.
That's evident. It's evident in the fact that the only few black artists that one does see are on about 2:30 in the morning or to around 6. Very few are featured predominantly during the day.
No, that's a...
I'll say that over the last couple of weeks these things have been changing, but it's a slow process.
I know, it's funny, I think people have different perceptions. When you wind up watching, let's say you watch an hour or 2 or even 3 a day, people somehow come away with different ideas about what we are doing. We don't have any kind of day parting for anything, let alone a black artist day parted out of what would be, quote, prime time. We don't have that.
Because one sees a lot there's one black station on television that I keep picking up. I'm not sure which station it's on, but there seem to be a lot of black artists making very good videos that I'm surprised aren't used on MTV.
Well, of course, also we have to try and do what we think not only New York and Los Angeles will appreciate, but also Poughkeepsie or Midwest. Pick some town in the Midwest that will be scared to death by Prince, which we're playing, or a string of other black faces and black
very
music.
Interesting. Isn't that interesting?
You know, we have to play the music that we think an entire country is going to like, and certainly we're a rock and roll station now. The question would be asked, well, should, since we're in New York, should PLJ play, the Isley Brothers? Well, you and I might say, yeah, because we have grown up in an era when the Isley Brothers mean something to me, and so do the Spinners, even way after the Isley Brothers. But what does it mean to a 17-year-old? Well, if you talk on the phones to these guys like I did when I was in radio, it's
Well,
scary.
I'll tell you what it means. I'll tell you what maybe the Isley Brothers or Marvin Gaye means to a black 17-year-old. And surely he's part of America as well,
No question, no question. And that's why you're seeing those things.
Do you
happen
not
on
find that
TV.
it's a frightening predicament to be in?
Yeah, but less so here than in radio.
And is it not, well, no, don't say, well, it's not me, it's them. Is it,
No,
is,
well,
it
that's
not, is
why
it not possible that it should be a conviction of the station and of other radio stations, to be fair? It does seem to be rampant through American media. Should it not be a challenge to try and make the media far more integrated in music,
happening.
especially of anything in musical terms?
Absolutely, I think it's happening because white music and white musicians are now starting to play more than ever, more than they have lately, let's say in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
What black artists have been into. And now, hopefully, the lines are going to start to blur. And when we play a band like ABC,
yeah,
well, there's white and black kids who are enjoying it, and all of a sudden, well, it's a little bit easier for a white kid to understand it. The fact is, quite frankly, I could even point you towards a letter in the new issue of The Record, the magazine The Record, responding to an article by Dave Marsh, that this kid just ranted about what he didn't want to see on MTV.
Well, that's his
and
problem.
in no uncertain terms. Well, what I'm saying, though, is that there's, as you say, there's certainly a lot of black kids and white kids who may want to see black music. There's a ton of them who are, it's not like it was in '67 where you say, yeah, I'm not into that, you know, but you are, yeah. Now it's, you're into that, I don't like you. And that's scary, and we can't just turn around and go, well, look, this is the right way. We can only teach, I think, a little bit at a time.
Interesting. Okay, thank you very much.
Does that make sense? Valid point?
I understand your point of view.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna put my opinions into anyone's brain, but I will just say, yeah, just, you know, just let it speak for itself.
He was right.
Well, yeah.
He had a very valid point.
Yeah,
And history speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, I yeah, and it is all, it's resurfacing, and people are still trying to ignore it, you know, and the media is still a machine for mostly not good.
It's evil.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our little political.
Oh, don't get me
contribution.
started, please.
I don't. No,
We'll be
okay.
here all night.
Right. Anyway, so let's move on to the last two tracks. Well, basically, this is the last. This is Under Pressure, Queen. Yeah, and everybody
And you
together. No, but seriously, that's a good combo of artists.
Oh, great singers. Okay.
Oh yeah, I love this tune, and so we'll just let it run. And yeah, here we go. It's Under Pressure, pushing, and I won't ruin it. Here we go.
Pushing down on me.
Pressure pushing down on me, pressing down on you. No man has fallen under pressure that brings a building down, splits a family in two, puts people on streets. Eat it up, eat it up. That's okay. That's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out. Tomorrow gets me higher. Pressure on people on streets. Okay. Chipping around, keep my brains round the floor. These are the days it never rains, but it falls. People on streets. People on streets. It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out. Tomorrow gets me higher. People on streets. Turned away from it all like a blind man. Sat on the fence, but it don't work. Keep coming up with love, but it's so slashed and torn. Insanity laughs under pressure, we're breaking. Can we give ourselves one more chance? Why can't we give love that one more chance? Why can't we give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love? 'Cause love's such an old-fashioned word, and love dares you to care for the people on the edge of the night, and love dares you to change our way of caring about ourselves. This is our last dance. This is our last dance. This is ourselves under pressure.
Yes, tune. Right, so I'm gonna say goodbye to Jerry now.
Goodbye to Jerry.
It was lovely having you again, Jerry, in the studio.
I'm glad to be had.
Yeah, we're not going to
Happy
make a
to
joke
be
out of that. We're going to now play... Well, it just leaves me... just leaves me to say that next week... This is a show that we cover all sorts of things. Because this was David Bowie, this obviously. And next week, I have my best friend, Rahel, to talk about with me and introduce a lot of grime and drill. So we're going from one end of the spectrum to the other.
I won't be here.
Jerry won't be here. No, he's not a fan. But you know what can you do? So yeah, this to play you out on is Space Oddity, incredible tune, a bit operatic, cinematic. Just gets you really. It was the first thing I used to listen to of his.
He'd never do this live. He wouldn't do it live.
Well, I can understand why, because it wouldn't work, would it?
Well nowadays you could do it with backing tapes.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I mean,
I thought he was going to do it at Glastonbury, but he didn't, which was a shame.
Oh, sounds sad. Well, anyway,
perfect.
Do you want to say goodbye, Drew?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys, and I'll see you.
Goodbye,
or here, you can hear me
goodbye.
next week if you want. All right, guys.
Goodbye,
Easy.
sausages.
Bye.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control 9, to Major Tom. 8, 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition 1. And may God's love be with you.